What's up, Keg Nation? Thank you guys for the support. We're going back to the Sports Keg YouTube channel, baby. What does it mean? Starting April 1st, the live betting show that put us on the map will be back on our channel. But in the meantime, throughout the month of March, there'll be some sports betting content along the way. So be sure to check it out. We'll see you soon. All right, boys. Welcome back. My name's Jay Paglia from the Keg with another Sports Keg MMA video. UFC 248 co-main event is going to be phenomenal. Two of the best strawweight fighters on the planet right now. Joanna Jedrzejczyk against strawweight champion Weili Zhang. We'll start with Joanna. Everybody knows Joanna. Anybody that's an MMA fan for the last 6 years knows Joanna Jedrzejczyk, knows her dominance in that division for a long time. And let's be honest, when Ronda Rousey left the UFC, it left a void in women's MMA that was filled by two women, Joanna Jedrzejczyk and Valentina Shevchenko, before Amanda Nunes really started to come into her own. You know, Joanna Jedrzejczyk defended her title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive times and did it flawlessly. Okay. Now, she was at her best after that Jessica Andrade win at UFC 211, right? She goes into the Rose Namajunas fight. The whole world's on Joanna to get it done. Not me, not multiple people that I was surrounded by, let's say, at the time. I was on Namajunas at plus 450. She won that fight. And I was on her again as a small favorite to get it done again. And she did. I do not believe we will continue to see the best of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I think we have already reached the pinnacle. And now it's a slow decline. Listen, she is an incredible kickboxer and Muay Thai fighter. We know how crisp her striking is, right? We know how good her stamina is. We know how good her footwork is. She's a beast, and that's why she was on top of that division for so long. But Weili Zhang is a new breed. I truly believe that. Her striking is phenomenal. This will be probably the best striking that Joanna has ever seen, other than Valentina Shevchenko. And who knows? Weili Zhang is so new into the UFC. She's 20-1, but she's only had a handful of fights in the UFC. We will see how dominant she may or may not be. But what do we know about her? We know that she looks like she was built in a lab, right? We know she has incredible strength. We know she is rock solid in the clinch. We know her footwork is as good as Joanna's in the cage. We know her leg strikes are serious. We know her striking and hand speed is phenomenal. So what don't we know? What have we seen that might be a weak spot? For me, it's her defensive striking. Her head is never off the center line, ever. She's gettable. And, you know, that can be worrisome against somebody that is as technically sound as a striker as Joanna Jedrzejczyk is. But at the end of the day, I just think the combination of her strength and power with how precise and how technical her leg strikes and her hand strikes are, I think that probably carries the day. Now, we haven't seen Weili Zhang in championship rounds yet, right? She housed Jessica Andrade early in that fight to take the belt. Some people call it fluky. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I look at it as a dominant win, basically, right? But what we do know is we haven't seen her in the 4th and 5th round. Now, she's looked really good in 3rd round fights. That I'll say. She looked really good in the 3rd round against Tisha Torres. And Who else? Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, Danielle Taylor. Right. She looked really good in the third round against Danielle Taylor also. But we know Joanna builds. We know that even if Joanna gets off to a slow start, like she did in the second Rose Namajunas fight, we saw her win the fourth and the fifth round. As a matter of fact, I think Joanna Jedrzejczyk has won every fifth round that I've ever seen her in. So how do I see the fight going? I think Weili Zhang comes out like a monster. And I think she has the shot to get it done in the first three rounds. Okay. Now, if she doesn't get it done in the first three rounds, I still think she probably wins the first three rounds. Now, the longer the fight goes, I think the momentum probably turns to Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I can see Joanna probably pulling the fourth round and the fifth round off. But I think even if it went to a decision, I think at worst, Weili Zhang wins 48-47 because I think she probably takes the first three rounds if she doesn't get it done. See, I think Joanna has to keep away. I think she has to stay at range because if she lets Weili Zhang get in on her and grab her and pick her up and pile drive her on her head like she's capable of doing, then I think Weili Zhang's top control is phenomenal on the ground. I don't think Joanna gets up. And Joanna's really good at getting up off the mat when people take her down. She proved that against Claudia Gadelha multiple times. But I don't know, man. Like I said, Weili Zhang is a new breed. I really believe it. So for me, Weili Zhang is the pick. Now, anybody that's watched my show for the last 8 weeks, I told people to get on her when she was minus 140. She is now minus 220. A huge move over the last couple of days. So I wouldn't tell anybody to take her at minus 220. The value is gone. But a prop for you that you should probably consider. Weili Zhang wins double chance by either decision or TKO minus 138. That cuts you down to the original opening price, right? Now, if she submits her in the cage, you lose. But I don't think she submits her. I mean, anything can happen if she, if Joanna drops and Weili Zhang takes her back. Is it possible that she grabs her back and she chokes her out? Yeah, it's possible. But I think that there's a much better chance that she either wins this fight on points, probably in the 48-47 range, or she gets an early stoppage. So we'll go with Weili Zhang double chance by knockout or decision at minus 138. So that's it. Enjoy the night of fights. I know I am. It's going to be sick. We'll talk to you soon.